Namaste. Today we are going to describe about the subject of science, and we have divided into physics, chemistry, biology, astrology. So let's begin. Hello, I'm Prasasama Shrestha and I study in Mount Wings Boarding School and I read in grade 10. So now I'm here to describe about the instruments used in the physics. So let's start from the measurement. So for measurement we have here spring balance, which is used to measure the weight of a body. So here we have tape, which is used to measure the height of a body. And from here we have pulley, which is a simple machine which helps to magnify our effort. And here we have the devices related to the light, and these are the concave and convex lens, and these are the concave and convex mirrors, and this is the plane mirror that we use in our daily life. And here we have our magnetic compass and a bar magnet.
Okay.
So this is the substance used in the light experiment. As we know that light passes in a straight ray. So when the light comes in, the light goes in a straight path. But when we have an obstacle over here, the light won't pass from there. So here we have galvanometer, which is used to check the direction of the current. And this is the voltmeter, which is used to measure the voltage of a current. And these are the laboratory thermometers. We know that the thermometer we use in daily life are short, as laboratory thermometer has from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. It is long in size.
Hello everybody, it's me Nepal from class 10 of Mount Wings Boarding School. So here we have the materials used in our daily life from our chemistry lessons. Moving to our demonstration, first of all we have taken samples of plastics, and we have here fertilizers, and among fertilizer we have taken urea as a chemical fertilizer. We have similarly detergents. This is the detergent which is obtained from petrochemical byproducts, and we have the samples of soaps. Behind our demonstration we do have charts of biology too, where we see the female reproductive system, and then we get into the human nervous system. We have the urinary system, which is always demonstrated here. And similarly we have glandular system, endocrine glandular systems, and the physiology of human heart, how does it work, its mechanisms. And similarly we have demonstrated the equipments used in chemical reactions in the chemistry lab. We can see measuring cylinders. This is the holder, we take it as this in chemical reactions, so that our hands do not corrode if we are taking something like acids or salt. This is the waffles bottle. This is a tripod stand. This is the beehive shelf, and this is a test tube. And this is granulated zinc. This is the zinc which is granulated, which is used in chemical reactions. And this is all about chemistry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste, I'm Astronomy from Mount Wings Boarding School studying in grade 10. So for demonstration we have here some of the materials for chemistry, and we have blue litmus paper, and we have lemon. We know that lemon consists of citric acid, so when acid comes in reaction with blue litmus paper, it changes into red. And now these are other indicators of acid, base and salt. We have phenolphthalein indicator, and we have methyl orange indicator. And now moving on to biology, we have collected some of the animals which are invertebrates. All of these animals are invertebrates, and octopus comes under the phylum Mollusca. This comes under Echinodermata, whereas leech comes under Annelida. So we have periscope over here, in which two mirrors are used. Over here one mirror is used, and in other side we have other mirror, and when light enters from this hole, this mirror reflects the light back to this mirror, and from here we can see that we can see image by the reflection of the light from this mirror to this mirror. and we have used some of the waste products as recycled products. These products are used and are made by the principle of sustainable development. Similarly, we have the example of some of these recycled products, and over here we have greenhouse. The greenhouse is used to grow different types of vegetables in all the seasons. Like when a ray of light in the summer season, when ray of light enter in this greenhouse, the heat is absorbed inside the greenhouse, and at the time of the winter season, it provides suitable conditions for the growth of the plants. And similarly, we have a sample of greenhouse over here, and these are Ecobricks. Ecobricks are especially used for construction. The bricks which we are using in our day-to-day life are quite not eco-friendly. So, by recycling the waste products, we can use Ecobrick as the means of construction. So, this is the end of the biology section, and we have Microscope over there.
Namaste, I am Suryabinayak from Microscope boarding school and I'm currently studying in Britain. So without any further delay, let's move on to the microscope. So cell is the basic and functional and structural unit of life. Without cell, our life is incomplete. So through this microscope, we can see the cells and its different parts from this microscope. So currently, I have put here the animal cell, and even we have different kinds of you can see here. Here are different kinds of lenses of the different cells. So here is the model of our universe, solar system actually. So this is Sun and this is Earth. Actually Earth is tilted, but we cannot make the Earth tilt because of why we make the Earth straight. So here you can see the light coming from the Sun to the Earth, and the Earth is receiving the light and heat from this Sun. So that's why we say that time differs from one country to another country. Like we know that there is different time in America and Nepal. So since here is morning and here is the midnight, this is why the time differs from one country to another country. So here is about the phases of the moon. Here are the different kinds of phases of the moons. In the sky we can see only one moon, but since if this is the sun and this moon don't have their own light, the light that passes from the sun is received by the moon, and that moon is being reflected, and we can see the moon at the night in the sky. So since the rays of light is coming from the sun, the moon receives and it emits the light to the earth. And because of why we see the different kinds of structures of the moon different in the night sky, and half of the part that can be seen in that chart even.
Okay.
So this model is about solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, about how it occurs in the night sky. So here we can see this is the sample of sun, this is the sample of moon, and this is the sample of the earth. So we can say that solar eclipse occurs when the moon is between the earth and the sun, because of why the light coming from the sun is only half received by the sun. Because of this, the moon cannot reflects all the light to the earth. This is why it is called the solar eclipse. So since the earth rotates and revolves around the sun, moon also slowly rotates and revolves around the earth, and the light that is being received by the sun is totally and because of which the moon can emit all the rays of light that is coming from the sun, and here is sun and here is moon. The light coming from the moon is totally being captured by this moon, and then this moon can totally emit its light to the earth, because of which we can say that this is called the lunar eclipse. Thank you.
Moving to the astronomy and geology, we have the cosmos right over here. This is the Earth, and this is our solar system, the solar family. There are 8 planets altogether, and this is the Sun, which is the ultimate source of energy in all those planets. This is the smallest planet, Mercury. This is the hottest planet, Venus. It is our home Earth. This is the reddish planet, we call it red planet Mars. This is the largest planet Jupiter, and between Mars and Jupiter we have an asteroid belt which is not shown right over here. This is the second largest planet Saturn, and we go to Uranus, and then we have Neptune. This is the whole solar family we have demonstrated in the chart paper. This is the physiology of our human heart. What happens actually is from the inferior vena cava and the superior vena cava, the deoxygenated blood goes to the right atrium. From the right atrium, the valve gets open and it goes to the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, due to the ventricular systole, it contracts, due to which it goes through the pulmonary artery to the lungs, and being in the lungs, it gets oxidized and comes back from the pulmonary veins to the left atrium. From left atrium, the mitral valve gets open and the blood comes into the right ventricle. And from the right ventricle, due to the ventricular systole, it contracts and the blood goes through the aorta to the different tissues and cells of our body, from which our body functions and our organs also function. This is the whole mechanism how our heart works. Thank you.